Spamina, dude.
Spamina. Those next two picks. Whoa!
Okay. I mean, I suggested pickoffs if they go for the Kaja instead carry. This is, yeah, we are back in Season 9. This is such a Season 9 coded draft.
My mind is twisted. There, I said it. At least for the season.
Lunox or hell, even the Chang. I would. Oh wait, no, it has to be physical. I think it will just be Claude.
It has to be physical.
Bruno. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that could
Bruno,
still be okay.
Bruno with a flicker even. I would do it.
Yeah. Bruno flick, because at least you're gonna have to have someone who doesn't take too long to farm. Kimmy and Yusenshin are a bit greedy. Yeah, they would be a bit too greedy for the Claude. Bruno would be good, but Claude I would understand. So Bruno, Claude.
Okay.
But my fanboy mind is thinking Bruno Chang'e.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Roger.
It's a Roger in the gold lane.
Roger with a flicker. You're so mobile. You know what? You're like a mobile legend.
Yeah.
Scrim even.
It's Scrim grinding stars.
Okay. Well, you guys let us know what you think. Will we get to a game 3? Will Twisted win this with their unique draft? We asked for it, we got it. Or will it be a sweep here for RORA? Again, looking at the first glimpse, a whole lot of poking, of course. This is very reminiscent of what we saw previously.
Gentlemen, I am perplexed as to why Twisted Minds seem to be allergic to crowd control.
Yeah. It's like, all we need is one.
Just one. The most purest form of it is suppression.
Twisted Minds could be tough, or it could all work out for them. Sean and Kaloy need to be on point with who they're going to be getting first. With once Kaloy hits level 4, their first kill through a Divine Judgment is going to be crucial. It can't just be the frontliner. If they can, they're going to have to take either Yue or Demon Kite down.
Okay. I think part of this too, it's been so long since we've seen the Kaja in action. Still serves its purpose, you know, to just go and grab someone if you can with that Divine Judgment. But yeah. I think you also put yourself at risk here with the Kaja, because I just feel like with this lineup that RORA has, you might actually get blown up too quickly trying to make that play happen.
This is going to be a very demanding 5 minutes for Twisted. So MP the King goes for a quick visit in mid with Sean and Kaloy providing vision to make sure that Yue takes a bit of damage. He's regenerating through it, so he should be fine. They're going to try to get pressure onto Edward. They probably won't get it because he's too close under the turret. It's going to boil down to see to Turtle 1 and Turtle 2 how Twisted Minds handle it. They're going to need to get a kill if they're going to want quick incremental growth.
Mid lane. Trying to get those level 4s. Turtle's up though, so this is where we see some of the key members don't have that level 4 yet. Lensu jumps in.
Ground shocker, exposing all the members of Twisted Minds. Aurora need to break some ground here. Already throwing out the retribution. MP the King secures a turtle. Clean take for Twisted Minds.
Yeah, that was the right call. Exactly what we were talking about with this Uranus at some point in the discussion, wherein he can just go into the jungle. Yes, Aurora has a great stopper into the high loss, but then once that high loss gets damaged onto that Yi Sun Shin, and at this point of the game, it actually is surprisingly a lot of damage.
Oh.
Aurora's gonna struggle. Oh, Lancer should be fine, right? Yeah. He knows the timings of that Uranus.
Just barely.
Yeah.
Just barely, though, yeah.
Very close. Again, I think this Esmeralda, especially later on in the game, will be a lot more trouble for Twisted Minds to deal with. But like you said, Lansu serves a purpose, and that is to, if they can just zone out some of the members of Aurora before they lead into an objective, that might be the best thing you can do.
Best case scenario, Twisted Minds don't need crowd control because they are the crowd. Literally, Lansu is worth 3 dudes.
Yeah.
If you saw in that first turtle engagement, he was spacing out 3 members of Aurora single-handedly.
Yeah, again, high-ranked RG scrim tactics. If you can pick up a lineup that plays to your strengths, is comfort, and you can bully with it early on, sure, why not? I'm all up for it. But then how are you going to turn it around the mid to the late game? How are you going to retain that lead up against a lineup that naturally will be able to scale really well? Again, pressure on Sean and Kaloy to get pickoffs. They are both level 4 and level 6. They might be able to find one soon. Maybe around the second turtle, that's when we will see a first blood come through. And if it is for Twisted and it's a high value target, it might end up leading to a big invade into the purple. The purple buff Aurora will already spawn, so we're not going to see that invade because they will get it before turtle goes in. Twisted Minds are going to be leaning towards getting big kills right away. Let's see if RORA are going to play into that and actually fight heavily.
Yeah, you can see where Light is right now too. It's going to stay on that top side of the map. Buffs are being secured here, and Turtle comes up in a couple seconds. So that might be the play. If RORA can just pick off someone, they might even just choose to give up some of the objectives there or not really contest for them. because maybe they're not in a fighting condition, but Demon Kite and Edward are both down here. The rest of the team actually making their way for this fight, so we might actually see a full-on forced 5v5 unless Naja stays up top.
More like a 4v5, and they put some pressure on Sean, force him to use the Purify there, the cleanse on his kit. Lansu spacing out 3, Mount Shocker exposing exactly where the members of Twisted Minds are. Turtle gets reset, Light looking to space out Twisted Minds.
Naja's come down.
Doing Lansu's job for him. Lansu gets taken down. Oh no! Pop Consecration. Beppy the King scores again. Light gets taken down to first blood. Demon Kite follows up, and it looks like it is looking bad for Aurora. Demon Kite's just not quite ready for it. Gets the jump in. Ooh, shy to force it.
I thought he would be able to get the kills, but I guess Domikite just doesn't have enough damage on the Roger.
Not yet.
Yeah, doesn't have it yet, and he's also respecting the damage of the Uranus. Hey, everything that we discussed actually happened there for Twisted Minds. Kaloy and Lansu, my personal MVPs of that engagement. Perfect zoning out by the Uranus. Even before the big fight started, he was able to get that Ionic Edge, the very first one, onto Demon Kite, which actually took down like 25% of his health, meaning that Aurora were already at a disadvantage. And then Kaloy, so laser focused, he held onto the Flicker and Divine Judgment, saving it for Demon Kite, and they were able to get him down.
There's the pressure up top. Light's here to help Demon Kite, but you can see this trade is not favorable. They could be in trouble here.
Oh, here we go. The conceal coming in from Twisted Minds. Light gets cornered. Another takedown. 3 kills so far. None for Aurora.
If you thought me calling this an RG strat was an insult to Twisted Minds, no, it isn't. This is me just going, yeah, make sure you can just play it right, and they are playing it perfectly. The discipline around the Kaja ultimate, the fact that they're still able to get into key areas of the map through the Uranus, who is just bodying everyone on the side of Aurora, it's good.
Yeah, look at this too. It looks like they're just going to go for a trade. Aurora knows that they've been struggling on all fronts of this map. They'll at least get the tier 1 in the bottom finally down here. So they put work in, and really for Aurora's lineup, it's more so of just being able to go ahead and catch up on terms of items and gold, because in a lot of these fights, they don't really have an answer to get through Lansu just yet, and they always have to be weary of where's Kaloy going, especially when that flicker is available.
Oh, Domikite reads the situation wrong, thought he was the predator, but he was actually prey. Another kill for Twisted Minds.
I feel like I actually saw him jump out and like be like, oh, like on the Roger when that happened. Unfortunate for Domikite.
MP King pushing through, sees that there are 4 members of Aurora there. Traction pulse by Yue, not gonna do much to contest. Turtle 3 goes over to Twisted.
Aurora able to secure their own orange buff, but Twisted Minds, with getting the turtle, will not be able to translate into a push in the center of the map because of the fast wave clear that Aurora has. Should still mean more control for Twisted, though. They are playing this so well. All-time hero stats for the Domikite. Has played 4 games all throughout his career and has only won 2.
Oof. Okay.
He's 50-50 on this, literally.
Yeah. 50-50, man, but again, you're gonna need I guess some time, because we don't see the Roger too often pop up, but you know that he's going to have to go ahead and scale up. They are going to be able to get another turret, though, for Aurora. So 2 on the board for them. They got a little space to work with. Twisted has also found another one, that tier 2 on the bottom side. So they are clearly having that power spike available to them. You can see they're 3.5 ahead. There's almost that 3rd item locked in here, too, for Naja. So he's been on his own, farming up, and he's quite a bit ahead of Domikite in terms of farm.
Yep, Swift Trinity coming up in just a jiffy. The deep hero pool showing from Naja, the MDL Season 5 champion.
Great zone out right now by Twisted. Oracle, Dom Ice. Not too far is the lead of the carry over the Roger, considering the shielding and sustainability that Twisted Minds has through items and little bits of spell vamp here and there. He might not have enough just yet. So Aurora should be able to find a way to turn this around, but with how Twisted Minds are playing, again, they're sharp. It was a fleeting time rush, actually, for Kaloy.
Yeah.
No wonder he's been able to get that Divine Judgment very quickly.
Yeah, great choice there. Great itemization. Twisted Minds playing around the Kaja, which we expected, especially when you drafted in for its debut pick. So, in a sense, it's been working really well. I thought he would get blown up immediately after using Divine Judgment, but it doesn't happen. Look at this pressure, though, on the purple.
MP, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, MP? He's a smooth criminal, that one. Steals that purple.
And Demon Kite's still starving. Twisted Minds right now are an absolute thriller.
Oh. Let's keep it going right now. Lord is up. They're gonna have to contest for this. Aurora is in position.
Oh no, that's bad.
Light drops the glorious pathway. The answer, Kaloy gets popped. Traded off for Light. And look at this, Edward keeps on dancing, but he's taking too much damage. Dominkite back out.
Sean!
Sean jumps onto him, dropping some damage. Some lifesteal from Dominkite. That is single-handedly canceling this Lord take. RORA contesting in their own way. In comes MP. Threatens UA, pushes him back. Back to business here for Twisted. Taking the Lord. Oh, now it's a full-on dance.
Yeah, they're gonna have to, it goes for a reset. Both roamers might be up by the time they actually commit to the Lord here.
Yikes.
Right now, Edward keeping MP the King off of it. So it looks like they'll go for this.
Yep.
They reset, and RORA holds on. They just lacked a lot of damage, you know, when dealing with that front line of Twisted.
Yeah. Light does not have the Revitalize for this one, so that might be a little edge for Twisted. Oh, however, Sean did spend his flicker too greedily earlier. And the King already with an endless battle. RORA and Twisted round 2 for Lord 1.
Mount Shocker. No one is out of RORA's vision, but that time's out. Again, they have to find a way to get a false engage, to try and feign this contest, because Twisted Minds, they own the map.
They do. Right now with that lead, too. They'll just take their time. MP goes and grabs his buff while the rest of Twisted maintains control around that Lord. And this is the thing. Earlier on in that fight, too, Nasha had most of the space to work with. And you can see the damage is really tearing through RORA, especially now that he's got that Trinity to work with. So I think this is still mostly a catch-up game. You can see Dominkite he's littled that gap just a little bit between him and Nasha. So at some point, you might see that Roger come into play. But so far, it really hasn't played out in some of these team fights here, where RORA really has to choose their fights and the approach on these. And Lord now, half health here. I still think Twisted doesn't want to fully commit, though.
Natsu gets a beat onto Dominkite. Dominkite less than half health. MP the King looking to finish the job.
Why?
Deep into enemy territory. Assassinating Dominkite. Light looking to repair the situation. Drops the glorious pathway. Looking to lock in MP the King. Not going to happen. Free pick off for Twisted Mind. Get the push in mid lane as well.
At first, I thought MP the King was a little bit too greedy, but he read the situation perfectly, actually, looking back. RORA were not in the right position to help Dominkite and to be able to answer back right away. And that means Twisted Minds get this Lord because of the efforts of MP the King saying, I'm going to finish off this kill onto Dominkite, and I'm going to look good while doing it.
Yeah, super smooth there. And that's what the Lancelot does so well, especially in the hands of someone like MP the King, sitting at a much better game so far than what we saw previously. I mean, they're even between him right now and Demonkite, this is a matchup we see so much. Lancelot versus YSS, he's a massive lead ahead of Demonkite. So I think even at this portion of the game where you're facing down eventually a Lord push.
Glorious pathway. Light looking to punish how deep Twisted Minds have gone. Lansu put down a quarter of his health. Takes it like it's nothing.
Wow. Okay, he burned the flicker then. But still, Lansu, you know, we saw it picked up in the draft. We're like, no, not the Uranus again. But this one, it's way different this time in game 2 for Lansu. So Twisted will go ahead and get this tier 2 down. They're ready to go ahead and knock on these base turrets of Aurora. And like I was saying, I just don't know if they have enough time to build up on the items they need.
MP puncturing through. Uses up the cooldown on that. Gets out the old-fashioned way. Lord cracking down from bottom. The flicker, the conceal. Taking down Light. One man off. MP the King looking to take down. Demonkite does find him. Edward is down. The shutdown on MP. And the Lord still standing. 4 members of Twisted take down the base. We're going all the way.
They went in and lassoed the